What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha! He's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Dagger is strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed. A living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of the Eretrias. Total ruin!
The dagger? Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows. Unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive, corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
The warehouse. Warehouse grounds. There's the warehouse dock. They'll be watching for me. Now to find those records. Records of the trades Evie has made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the Dagger's leader is in here.
I'm ready for you!
Now you die!
This is the end for you! Death is coming, Mistios!
this will help Agapios identify the Dagger's leader.
Amnistios! Destroy the records before they claim!
Records of ship names. What docked where and when. This might help Agapios.
This is too easy!
I found the records, Agapios.
My master would be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave, but I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
I would rather die than be a slave.
Not all have the luxury of choice, friend. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the Dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the Dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
Ως δια των υποκριτών,
Οι χαρακτήρες και οι τεστραγωδίες προαιρούνται του ύψους της διανοίας.
Ο της θαλάσσης πόλεμος επαξείται. Έχουμε κατά μονοπόλιο.
οι χαρακτήρες εν τες τραγωδίες προαιρούνται του ύψους της διανοίας Σένεκερ.
Εις Κάπρος. Είναι μεταξύ των σιτίων και της αποθήκης.
No, no. This can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the Dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the Dagger have wounded Evia. Evia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell her.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin. And the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a Dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Pater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neritos. His name was Neritos. Older than me. More trouble than me, too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the Dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the Dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The Magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
Whatever it takes, I'm in. Family can be complicated. We'll clear your brother's name and save all Evia while we're at it.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the Dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Galki City has been spreading the Dagger's lies.
We're in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the Dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
You said you know a farmer who's had dealings with the Dagger. Maybe I could beat some information out of him.
No. He wasn't friends with them. He was targeted by them. He's rich. Or he was. Anytime someone in the Dagger needed to line their tunic with Rahmi, they'd visit him.
Then he may know the Kingfisher's true identity.
Which could clear my brother's name.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The Dagger use propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Needs, warnings, anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he's your brother, if he's the man behind the Dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can.
Έδιαν σε μαστιγούνενε κατούτοι. Τα ημέτερες θυσίες
Τι στο κόρα κάνει.
Τι ανέχεσαι από τη γείτονό σου ότι ξεπάταξες.
I won't let you do something this stupid.
That Dagger sympathizer has to die. He'll keep making us do his dirty work if I don't stop him.
Then just do it all the same. him won't solve anything, Praexileos!
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to us, Idia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you?
Enough, you two!
Who do you think you are?
The Mystios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapios sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Mystios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your problem.
There's a man from the dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda. We don't care about the dagger, but we need the extra income.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger in the theater and on the streets.
He's just using you. Exploiting your children for sympathy.
And now he intends to do it for free. He stopped paying us and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Praexileos. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him, and we'll have drachmi for you.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man, and posture if you must. But we aren't savages. I don't want to set a horrible example for the children.
I'll deal with the man. Just make sure you pay up.
If you need anything else, or forget where to find the dagger man, speak to us again.
That's him, the dagger man threatening the theater couple. That's the big house they were talking about.
But I have to. I have to do this. For family. Yes, that's right. For family.
Stay right there!
Hey, stop there!
Της βοηθήσει με!
Διατίδιον.
Shit! Amistios? What do you want?
I'm just here to talk.
Did the theater couple send you? I already told them to leave me alone. Or else I...
Or else what? You'd hurt the children that live there?
As unfortunate as that is, I would. For my family, I'd do anything. Guards! We have an intruder!
Huh?
I'll catch you again!
Εσχρόνεστη! Τρέχετε!
You'd better stay over there!
Mystios, I've sent the children away. Make sure this dagger malaka doesn't get to...
Shut up! We'll find every last one of your precious kids. They'll fetch a good price.
Release them this instant.
I'll let them go. After I've made a few cuts.
Malaka!
The dagger doesn't appreciate your intrusions into our affairs.
Then you Malakas should get out of my way.
I'm a man that likes a little drama. So let's make this interesting. You, Misthios, seem to have a flair for the dramatic. And we are in a theater after all. So let's have you decide how this play will play out.
Get to the point.
Someone's got to die here today.
Easy. That's you.
Try, and these two will have their throats slit before you even reach me.
Don't do anything rash, Misthios.
But like I was saying, someone's got to die. But just one! It's always more fun when one lover is alive to watch the other bleed. So, meddling Misthios, tell us, who should live?
Save Idia, Misthios.
What? No! Save Prexileos, Misthios! The kids can't do
No,
without him.
save Idia. Please, you'll be saving
All
more
right, time's up! Pick an ending to our little play, Misthios.
I'll save them both, but you will die, Dagger scum.
Wrong answer.
Skiros! Misthios, get to Skiros! Tell Agapios!
That's where they control Evia from! Stop them!
You little...
I'll crush you!
Burning! Somebody! Get it away from me! Malagas! Get it out! This easily.
I won't let your dying words go to waste. Agapios will know about Skiros, and I will avenge the both of you. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. This must be the farm Agapios mentioned. Now, to find the farmer and see what he knows about the dagger.
Misthios! Up here! Please don't make me shout!
I need to speak with your husband.
Oh, forget him. I need your services.
Is that right?
Would you fetch me a drink? The slaves are all busy and I'm quite parched.
No! The wine's right next to you. Tell me where I can find your husband.
Somewhere on the Eastern Road, I think. Delivering wheat and grapes. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in days. A lot of days. Weeks? Oh. Oh no. I think he might be in trouble.
You must be drinking a lot if you didn't notice your husband was missing.
Yeah, between you and me, it's hard to notice anything after enough wine.
Your husband must have enemies or something. Someone who might want to make him go missing.
The Dagger. If you're wealthy, they're your enemy. A local captain and his Malaki's Dagger friends visit as often as they please, demanding made-up taxes and beating my husband if he doesn't pay. Will you find him? Will you find my husband?
Don't worry. I'll find him.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Any idea where I should look for your husband?
He's been trying to find ways to get his shipments past the Dagger's forces on the road east of here. Anytime his carts ride by, the troops on patrol take a cut. More of their godless Malaki's taxes. My husband usually waits on the road directly south of the cave until it's clear.
I want you to tell me everything you know about the Dagger.
Daggers? They're like cute little baby swords.
What? No, the dagger you just mentioned.
Oh, right. They're just men, Mistios. Greedy. Delusions of grandeur. Bleeding dry the drachmae of poor innocent slave masters like me.
I've heard enough. I'll head east and find your husband.
Thank you, Mistios.
If I follow the road east, I should be able to follow the husband's tracks. The husband's carts. Looks like he tried to escape an armed patrol. Didn't end well. What happened here?
Guards. Malaki's corrupt guards. They wanted taxes. They always want taxes. Took my master up to the Distos fort. He should have paid their stupid taxes. He should have paid.
I'd better head to the fort. Giddy up. big. The husband could be anywhere in there.
Ella.
Tistos fort. It's big. The husband could be anywhere in there. That must be the farmer. He's locked up. Let's hope no one notices me here.
Please.
I haven't got any. I'm your
Somebody get me out!
Don't tell me you're broke. I know where the anchor is. Here I am. There's nothing here.
Keep on.
It's mine forever.
Slave. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm grateful.
No matter what happens, keep going. I won't let you die.
Follow me, and there is a secret way out. It feels like every 2 weeks they're locking me up in here.
Yeah!
You saved me.
Surprised?
It's just... you look more like a hired killer than a hero.
Man named Agapios believes you may be able to identify the Kingfisher. If I find out who he is, I can stop the dagger.
Ah, so it's just Evia you're here to save. Still, thank you.
I need to know everything I can about the dagger.
They have such ambition. A legendary greed. They appear to be pirates, yet they're organized, funded, well-connected. There may be more than just the Kingfisher pulling their strings.
Don't worry. Taking on shadowy organizations is my specialty. Whatever you know about the Kingfisher, I also need to know.
He'd visit me, the Kingfisher and his Malakas flock, demanding their taxes. I kept him fed. I kept him rich. If I tell you his name, I'm a dead man.
Say it!
I can't. What he'll do to me. What he'll do to my wife.
Give me his name!
Neritos. His name is Neritos. Just make sure you stop him.
Agapios' brother. It is him. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts.
Now, out of the way.
Did Agapios send you?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
Even I can't be completely sure I wasn't followed.
Then we're in great danger.
I'm a Mystios. It's a dangerous line of work.
Not like this! Not like the Dagger! Their corruption, their reach, it's limitless. They're watching that shipwreck, and I don't doubt they're watching you.
What exactly went down with the ship?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this particular ship was part of the Dagger's fleet. They keep trying to salvage whatever's down there. If it's important to the Dagger, then it's important to us.
How do you know the Dagger's watching the shipwreck?
I see them row out to it. Men dive down and never come up. Those who do are half-drowned and terrified. They're forced to go back down again and again until they're dead. The Dagger's looking for something and won't stop until they've found it.
How did you get involved in all of this?
It was my master's boat that engaged the Dagger's ship. But he and many of his men perished in the ensuing battle.
I've already explored the Dagger ship.
Well, did you find anything?
The Dagger's dagger. Seemed important.
It's not just important, Mystios. This is a sacred sacrificial blade. These markings? These weapons used to make sacrifices to Achilles. Find the right temple of Achilles, and you'll find the dagger. Quickly, take this blade back to Agapios, and let's end this. The days of being pressed under the dagger's thumb will soon be over. Mystios, over here.
I will kill you quick! Die! Get down! By the gods, help me!
That's the last of Agapios' leads. Better tell him what I've learned. He isn't going to want to hear this.
returned. What did you learn?
The Dagger's base is on Skiros. They seem to be planning a ritual at the Temple of Achilles.
What did you learn about my brother? Is he alive? Is he the Kingfisher?
I'm sorry, Agapios. Neritos is the Kingfisher. The Dagger is his operation.
Neritos always was getting himself into trouble. A temple to Achilles on Skiros, you said?
Agapios!
Stop, slave! Stop, slave! Guards! Guards!
No! That man earned his freedom long ago. Thanks to you, the Dagger's true face has been revealed and Envia has a chance at survival. You've earned your reward. Though I fear victory will not be as simple as storming Skiros, the Kingfishers hid in the shadows for decades. There will be more to do before the end. Help me. Help Envia.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good. I'll lead a small force to Smuggler's Dock on Skiros. Meet me there, and together we'll finally crush the Dagger!
Now to find the magistrate.
Some of the old... Very little fragile legs. Can't take it anymore. I say we sell them and get in some mounts that can do their job. And take a purse full of the...
Misthios, you came. We need you now more than ever. Please help us finish the Dagger.
I'm in.
If the information you uncovered is accurate, it won't just be the Kingfisher at the temple. It's a gathering of the Dagger's leadership. You can wipe them all out and free Evia from their control.
Agapios will not allow his brother to be harmed.
I love Agapios, but Evia must come first. When this is all over, I'll make sure your reward finds its way to your boat. Evia thanks you for your service. Misthios! The Dagger know we're here! We need to move fast!
So this is what's become of my brother. You've clawed your way back from Hades, back to life, only to take the lives of others.
Not from Hades, little Robin. From the ocean floor. Poseidon remained silent as I drowned. I saved me. Me! There are no gods, only mortals. Know that, and you'll know everything you need to rule this world.
Not everyone wants to rule the world. Some of us just want to live in it.
Ah, Amisthios.
Kingfisher.
No! His name's Neritos. He's not just some code name you can cross off. He's my brother. He's family.
Family's all that matters.
Yes! Yes! No one has to die here. Listen, brother, please!
You've been a slave, brother, but the world is my slave. Its wonders, its wine, its people. We could be masters together. We were always meant to fly, little Robin.
Agapios! You can't trust the Kingfisher! Think of what he's done to our people! Think of the lives he's ruined!
He's my brother. I can save him. I know I can save him. Please, Master Misthios, there's no need for violence.
You know him better than anyone.
When we first met, you said I could trust you. Thank you for trusting me. Neritos, brother, remember when we were young, when we'd run through the streets of Kalkis?
Father chasing us?
He couldn't catch little birds, so little birds we became.
The Robin and the Kingfisher.
We can be again. Skiros and Evia and the Dagger. We can leave them all behind.
And never return?
We can fly.
Then fly, little Robin. Fly!
No!
Agapios!
Goodbye, brother. The dagger is mine. The Greek world is mine. No one will take that from me. Not my brother, and not you. Misthios! Kill the Misthios!
The dagger ends now.
No surrender! Now!
That was your last.
We'll pay for this!
Your form is terrible.
It's burning! God help me!
Agapios, my oldest friend. I never should have let you go. Why did I let you go?
You gave Agapios a great gift. He got to be free. For a moment.
A moment. I suppose that's all any of us ever gets. With the Kingfisher dead and his lieutenants crushed, the Dagger's done. Evia's free thanks to you.
I hope it was worth the price.
It's freedom. It's always worth the price. Here, hero of Evia.
Robin and the Kingfisher. When you can't trust your own family, who can you trust?
Mistios, away!
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight. There she is. These bandits look drugged. What happened here?
Και πρωτόν ελπίς ελθέ, ή κατέχεις ωραίων κρίνους. Ελθέ
Pirates probably use this fort as a lookout.
Out, damn flames, out!
My thanks.
I thought I'd never get out.
What happened to this camp?
Kere! You know, I see why you like going on these quests. The bandits don't even put up a fight. And there's wine! Tastes a bit off, though.
Barnabas? It isn't safe here.
That's lotus flower wine. The bandits are drugged.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
You drank lotus flower, Varnava. Snap out of it.
My cyclops! My cyclops big!
What? No! Get it out!
Come on, old man. Let's get you home. How are you feeling?
That doesn't matter. The gods, they sent me a vision.
You said the name Lida.
The gods showed her to me. Lida was my wife.
You're married?
I thought I'd lost her a long time ago, but I saw her in my vision. She's alive. We just have to find her.
I'll help you find her, but a vision isn't much to go on.
There were 3 visions in the darkness of a forgotten cave. Lida fed a cyclops, but then I saw her drinking wine with a witch. Then I could hear her singing like a siren.
About this vision of the Cyclops.
Right! Thosa and Poseidon took my hand and led me deep into the heart of the caves of Anafi. There, I saw Lida feeding a young Cyclops.
So, Lida was drinking wine with a witch?
She herself showed me. The witch and Lida were dear friends, drinking wine together well into the night. In the background, I could see the ruins on Paros Island.
You said sirens.
Persephone showed me a painted wall. Behind it, sirens lurked. Lida was trapped. Then, Demeter warned me in her motherly voice. You dare not approach, lest your ears pollute your mind.
Good advice from both you and Demeter. But what should I use?
You believe me? Here, take this. Beeswax.
If Lida is alive, I'll find her.
Ready for departure!
Commander on board!
Thank the gods you came.
What happened? Where's the rest of your crew?
Pirates! They killed most of us, but they took my brother. Please, you must help him.
I'll help find your brother, sailor.
I'm not a sailor, I'm a carpenter. So's my brother. Our father taught us.
Interesting. Our ship could use a carpenter.
I've worked as a shipwright. Repaired hulls with holes the size of Poseidon's fist. Please, save my brother, and I'll join your crew.
Then it's a deal. Where can we find these pirates?
There is an island, west of Viotia and south of Mount Helicon. I hear they sail from there.
Anything else that might help?
I don't know. It happened so fast. Because of the war, there's more pirates about than ticks on a sow these days, but their camp can't be far.
We'll find these pirates and rescue your brother. Pirates took his brother. He'll work for us if we rescue him.
Then let's hunt some pirates! Put your backs into it, men! Roll like the Cerberus is snapping at your heels!
Onward! Oars in! Full sail! Salvage nearby! Rowers in position! Slower now!
Commanders left the helm!
Best stay out of sight.
No! Out! Out! Gods! Set fire out! Fire from over there!
Buster, come from over there!
Shield your... I'll get the answer!
Your brother sent me.
That fool. Always sending someone else to do his dirty work. How bad is it?
The end is near.
Never thought I'd die like this. Stuck on some shit island. I hate the sea.
What message should I give your brother?
Tell that fool of a brother I...
Did you find my brother? Where is he?
He didn't survive. I'm sorry.
No, no, no! I curse you, gods!
There were no gods on that ship. Only pirates.
I begged him to come on this trip. He hated the sea!
The spear in my hand often helps me forget the pain. We'll put a hammer in yours, if you honor your word.
Of course. There is nothing left for me here. Life is already over. I'm nothing but my suffering.
There may still be hope if I can learn more about what ails you.
It's no longer about me. I'm worried for my son.
A boy still needs his father around. Besides, Dikios is a smart boy. He'll be fine.
Not if my rivals have their way.
Pokratis, you know it's unwise to upset a patient.
He asks me to end his life when he knows I can't.
Messias, please help me. I'm in such terrible pain.
You cannot simply ask someone to kill you in my presence. I'm your physician. I will not allow it. I can ease your pain, analyze your symptoms, and try to cure you. But that's all.
Life is about choice, and we should all be able to choose for ourselves when we leave this world.
And I will. Once I know my family's future is secured.
Secured how?
My family is one of the richest in Thebes, and we have many rivals. When I die, my son will become the head of our house. He's just a boy. I need to ensure they can't take advantage of my death.
I'll deal with your rivals, and give your son a fighting chance.
Thank you, Misthios. If you steal their assets, it will weaken their position and prevent them from posing a threat to my family. That will buy my son time.
What do I need to steal?
To really weaken them, steal their debt registry, their mortgage testimonials, and their collection of fine jewels.
Where do I need to go?
Their estate is nearby. It's one of the most finely decorated homes in all of Thebes. Except for mine, of course.
Why not just kill them and remove the threat for good?
If they're weakened, they won't pose a threat to my family's position. If they're removed, another family will rise up to take their place and still pose a threat. This solution keeps my family safe and their position secure.
Stealing isn't normally what I'm paid for, but I'll get it done.
If doing this helps bring him some semblance of peace, I will pray for Tiki to watch over you.
I've done what you asked. Your family's position will be secure for quite some time.
You have given me hope that my name will live on long after I'm gone. All I can ask the gods for now is that my son lives a longer and happier life than I. I'm in your debt.
You don't owe me a thing, really.
Now, it pains me to ask, but I need your help with one more thing.
I know what you want to ask.
This disease will claim me, be it today or another in the future. It's a matter of when, not if.
Hippocrates won't just let me kill you.
No, but he'll listen to you. If you can convince him it's what's best for me, he might change his mind. I don't want to slowly waste away. I want to die in peace, while my family remembers me in a good light.
I'll talk to him for you.
I appreciate your help. You've shown me more kindness in the last few days than most have my entire life. Now I must rest.
If you have a moment, I would ask you to help me with something.
He seems to be resting peacefully now.
Yes, you helped ease his mind, but he'll never truly be at peace until he takes his last breath.
When will that be?
It's hard to tell. Judging by his symptoms, it'll be sooner rather than later. I can lessen his pain, but to do so, I'll need some hemlock.
I'll collect the ingredients you need.
Thank you. It won't stop the pain entirely, but I hope it'll help him feel more comfortable.
He doesn't want to feel better. He wants to die with some dignity.
True dignity would be fighting through this, so I can analyze his symptoms further.
He wants to die and he's in pain. You should respect his right to choose instead of treating him like an experiment. What you're doing is wrong.
I will not be lectured on the morality of my work by a sellsword. I have a responsibility, like all healers, to use my knowledge for the betterment of others.
Hemlock is rare. Where do you harvest it?
It grows all across Viotia, but check near the tumulus of Platea. I'm sure I saw some when I was last there.
Why are you treating him with poison? Hemlock is deadly.
Only in the wrong dosage. If my observations are correct, it should lessen the pain racking his body.
I'll get the hemlock you need. That's what I'm looking for. That looks like hemlock. I got the hemlock you wanted.
Thank you. I know this task was a little beneath you, but it will help my friend here. I've prepared the elixir base, but I need you to grind the herb and add it to the mixture.
I think I can handle that.
Be mindful of the amount you add. While the hemlock is an excellent pain inhibitor, too much can be lethal.
God protect you, Pentheus.
Come now, Pentheus. We must check to see how your symptoms are progressing. Pentheus? Pentheus! What? What's happened? He shouldn't have died yet. What did you do?
I did what I knew was right, and what you couldn't do.
It wasn't your place. I needed more time. There was still more I could have learned.
Keeping him alive so you can study him isn't right. He was in pain and wanted to die.
My job was to save his life, not end it. I chose to not help Galeos, and I was wrong.
You and I both know that's not why you kept him alive. Stop hiding the truth behind your code.
You're right. I knew I couldn't bring myself to end his life. But I thought the more I learned, the better chance I would have of saving others in the future.
It was a noble cause.
Treating patients should come before studying ailments, but I have a higher calling. If I'm to learn all I can, I need to travel and analyze the conditions other physicians are treating.
Good luck, Hippocrates. I hope our paths cross again in the future.
I can't believe they stole it. Of all the things they could take.
You say somebody stole something?
Somebody stole something? Look around. Bandits took almost everything. And worst of all, they stole my family's vase. After so many generations, it's gone.
I carry with me something passed down from my mother. I appreciate the value of family heirlooms.
It's strange how inanimate objects can generate real feeling in us, isn't it?
How much is this vase worth to you?
I pay a substantial amount of drachmi for it. A very substantial amount. Is finding my vase something you could do?
You mean this?
My vase! You found it!
Master, I have a concern.
A concern about what?
How do we know that this Misthios isn't one of the people who took it in the first place?
That's a good question.
Let me talk to her privately to be sure.
Yet another example of why I'll miss you when you're gone.
Misthios, I know you must have taken the vase from the bandits, but that's not the point. I have a favor to ask of you.
Unless I know what it is, I won't know if I can gift you with this favor.
You're willing to hear me out. That's a start.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
My master recently told me that after the coming summer solstice, he will release me. But I don't want to go. I want you to say that I told the bandits where to find the vase. And then, for atonement, I will offer my services.
Well, who took my vase?
It was taken by bandits, hiding in the copper mine north of here.
Well, you returned it, so at least there's some justice. Here's the reward I promised.
You know, your slave is very loyal. You've already granted him his freedom, but I think you should keep him on. He may even want that.
Is it true? You want to stay?
Yes, I do.
Then why didn't you say something?
It's not a slave's place to question his orders. Isn't that right, Misthios?
Even though you're a slave, your life is still your own. You should have just asked your master to stay.
Please accept my humblest apologies, Master. I will never do it again.
All is forgiven. It worked out the way it was supposed to.
Ready to embark!
The helm's all yours, Commander. That debris could be useful.
Sails down! Ship the oars! Make ready for mooring! They'll keep a sharp watch here.
Sì, ταχαίως εξέρχομαι.
Μπορώ εδώ θέλω. Είμαι νοεντάδε τέτοικα.
I won't be intimidated. Stock the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, Archon. But Archon, please, the merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go. The meeting is over. Cassandra. How? When I closed my eyes, I could still see you falling. I thought I had lost you. Alexios is alive. They have him, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods. No, I found you. Your brother. We have to get him back. He's too far gone. I gave up on you both once. Never again.
What
How
have
did you...
I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
What happened to you in Argolis after that night?
I found your brother and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Alexios was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But he did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized he was special and handed him over to the cult.
What do you mean, he was special?
What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
Who is attacking?
Paros, across the bay. It seems Silanos has finally grown tired of sharing the marble trade.
Why now?
We've always had problems with Paros. I expected an attack, just not so soon.
I guess the time for talking is over.
Allies often forget their allegiances when opportunity beckons.
Learn some control! Ενοχλείς τα μάλα.
Why are you working with Sparta, given all that's happened?
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
You needed support.
The rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
You will not walk away this time. You're dead!
There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
The real world taught me better. When someone wants your head, you have to learn to save your neck.
I know exactly what you mean.
I know you left Sparta, but how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you. I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lamb.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
The cult will pay for all they've done to our family and the Greek world.
You are mighty, Lamb, but you cannot defeat that beast with sword and spear alone.
I'll use any weapon I can to make them suffer as we have. I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him?
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about Nikolaos?
You were just a child. You looked up to him. I couldn't bring myself to take that from you then, and I'm sorry you know now.
I've been sheltered from the truth long enough. Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me.
Off we go now.
It's not a race.
The island is beautiful.
It is. Sparta has nothing on Naxian beaches.
Sparta. All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetos.
When I brought you to the Pythia as a baby, she never said we would live a nightmare. She said you had such promise.
The Pythia can't predict everything. Your general acted quickly, raising the alarm.
Timo knows Paris is a threat. They make their business clear.
They can't be more clear than sending soldiers. There's no treaty?
Maybe there was, but it's long over. Now there's no mistaking them for anything but the enemy.
An enemy I could help you defeat.
We'll discuss that later. But I think you're right. The temple's coming along, Evandros.
It will stay in ruins if we don't secure more donations. Soldiers can't get all the funds.
They can if you don't want the temple destroyed by our enemy. But I'll see what I can do.
It's a good deed restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
What a strange day it has been.
but a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable woman, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
So we can destroy the cult once and for all.
If only it were that simple. You are mighty, but we cannot stop them alone.
They are the source of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos, and then hunt down the cult together.
Myrrine, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods! I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.